Hey guys, now I've been to TV presenter training this week, and one thing they told me is that I have to slow down when I speak. So I'm going to keep that in mind for all these weekly video clips moving forward. Alright, now this week I'm going to talk to you about some timber stuff. In fact, I'm on my current renovation site in Leichhardt, and I actually came out on site today. I'm in the office today, but I came out on site and I asked my carpenter to stop work because I want to show you an example of where I've spent some money to create a good look on something. So I'm just going to get the camera to swing across here if you can. And what I'm going to show you, this is a very plain dormer. You can see here that it was quite plain. And if we swing across to the other dormer, now the other dormer has been finished. Can you notice the difference? So I want to just talk to you about this. Now I'm actually up on a scaffold, on a 6-meter high scaffold. As you can see, I look extremely sexy in my work clothes combined with my harness, not your everyday look, but for me safety is number one priority. So when you're dealing at heights, make sure you wear the proper safety equipment, less your high heels. Anyway, so I want to talk to you about this dormer. Basically, the long piece of timber that you see sticking up, the decorative piece, that is called a finial, F-I-N-N-I-A-L. Now that cost me $55 at the local timber yard. See the decorative timber work underneath? That is called fretwork, F-R-E-T-W-O-R-K, fretwork. Basically the two sections that are going like that, that is called barge boards, okay? See the pieces on the top that basically sit on top of the barge boards? That's called timber capping. So today's graduate tip, I guess, is a little bit of carpentry 101. So all of that, the barge boards, the timber capping, the finial and the fretwork cost me about $150 in total. In fact, the actual finial cost me $55 and the other bits and pieces were about $100. Now it literally took my carpenter about half a day to actually create that look. So I pay $55 an hour to my carpenter, so you do the math. Half a day, it's about $200, $250 a labour cost and $150 material cost. So in order to get that effect, it was a total cost to me of about $400 as opposed to a very plain dormer through here. Okay, now obviously that's unfinished. I've got my carpenter doing that one right now. But that's a classic example, guys, of where you would spend money and where you wouldn't. For me, what it's doing is making the house look more pretty, cutesy. Buyers would come through this property and actually put more perceived value on it because it just looks nicer, it looks more substantial. So keep that in mind. If you're dealing with these old houses and you do have the opportunity to try and make the front facade a little bit more appealing, that's definitely where you would spend money. Okay guys, until next week, happy renovating. Any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or email. All the best.